What you need to know about your autistic partner or family member or friend. Yeah, really pretty much your autistic anything. Let's go. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm Orion Kelly, that autistic guy. I'm all about helping you raise your level of understanding, acceptance, and appreciation of the autistic community. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, you're invited to join this amazing community by subscribing to my YouTube channels, Orion Kelly, that autistic guy, and Orion Kelly podcasts. Now, I get it. Navigating a relationship with an autistic person can be a little bit tricky at the best of times, but hey, you're no walk in the park either, my neurotypical friend. So let's go ahead and save some marriages, some relationships, some friendships, some families with 10 things you need to know about the autistic person in your life. Number one, let's talk about the importance of alone time. Regular alone time is absolutely critical for your autistic partner to regulate and recover after the daily challenges of social interactions, sensory overload, and the seemingly endless brick walls put up by the neurotypical world. You need to know that alone time is not only critical for the autistic person in your life, but it's also critical for you. How? Well, alone time for your autistic partner creates a healthier relationship between the two of you. Without that alone time, that time to regulate and recharge, the health of your relationship can suffer. As autistic people, our daily support needs are fluid, so our capacity to meet the demands of everyday life are also fluid and change by the day, really change by the minute. More importantly, you need to know that our capacity to meet the demands won't always be met. So our capacity won't always be able to reach the demands placed upon it as autistic people with daily support needs. It's also important to note that as autistic people, our capacity can be exhausted daily. It's not like it's just there as a baseline every day. You need to know that alone time isn't an optional extra for autistic people. It's a non-negotiable daily coping mechanism. It's an essential coping strategy to prevent dysregulation, meltdowns, shutdowns, and burnout. Number two, special interests. Whether you call it a special interest or a passion, intense interest, whatever, spending time on our passion or passions is the lifeblood of an autistic person. We are transported deeply into the world of our special interests. This is, in many cases, our happy place. Special interests are not hobbies. These are genuine fulfillment. These are our life. And they're very focused. So autistic people don't spend time on their passions, their special interests, just to pass the day away. It's not about passing time. Plus, why would we use special interests to pass time? That's what sleep is for. Am I right? Seriously though, our special interests provide a sense of peace, fulfillment, and belonging in an otherwise alien world. What you need to know is embracing your autistic partner's special interests or passions, and obviously their need to do those passions. Free of guilt, free of shame, free of judgment, will undoubtedly strengthen your connection and your relationship. And frankly, if possible, take that time to engage in your own passions, right? It's a win-win. The third thing you need to know about your autistic partner is around honesty and our logical focused brain. Chances are, and I get this is in general terms, but chances are you were probably initially attracted to the autistic person in your life because of their openness, because of their honesty. You may have even fallen in love with how different their way of interacting is with others. Or you may have fallen in love with how different and refreshing their way of interacting with you is compared to previous partners. Although the rite of passage for any neurotypical person in a relationship with an autistic person is reaching the point where you realize, I think I really miss when you have a neurotypical partner that actually understands that sometimes I like them to lie to me or sugarcoat things. White lies, sugarcoating, not telling the truth when asked for an opinion or a thought is not something an autistic brain understands. Your autistic partner has a brain that is focused more on the logic than the emotion of a situation. It's more black and white, right and wrong, concrete, rigid. As autistic people, we see the truth. Communicating openly and honestly is simply standard operating practice based on our autistic brain's standard operating procedures. Conversely, as a neurotypical person, you may view honesty, openness, telling the truth in a more flexible, nuanced way. But please, you need to know this. It is not the intention of your autistic partner to offend you or criticize you, come across offensive and critical. It couldn't be further away from the intention of the autistic person in being open and honest with you. I hope you can look at it like this, and it might tweak the way you react. But for an autistic person, in general terms, being honest, being open, being truthful is kindness. It's doing the right thing. We tell the truth. That's our way of being kind. Neurotypical people lie as a way of being kind. An autistic brain can't comprehend that, can't reconcile that. Our way as autistic people in showing love and affection is through openness and honesty. Number 4, emotional intimacy. Let me start by saying, sorry, what? Your autistic partner may not be able to identify, process, and convey their feelings in a way that you have grown to expect as a neurotypical person, potentially dating or being friends with other neurotypical people. This can be due to a thing called alexithymia. It's common amongst neurodivergent people, but it does not mean that we do not feel and experience emotions. It's all about the trickiness in identifying, in processing, in conveying the right emotions. Now, this challenge for your autistic partner may lead to you feeling like your relationship lacks emotional intimacy, emotional connection. But I promise you, your autistic partner is not being cold or uncaring for the most part. We have challenges in understanding, processing, conveying our feelings and emotions and the feelings and emotions of others. We are, in simple terms, experiencing life, experiencing this relationship through a different brain. The 5th thing you need to know about your autistic partner is all about love languages. I'm pretty much willing to bet that your autistic partner has a very different love language to you as a neurotypical person. So obviously finding your love language, as in your shared love language in a neurodiverse relationship, is no mean feat. It's really hard. Yeah, it's tricky, but you have to get past that. You have to accept the challenge and move forward for the best interest of the health of your relationship. It has been suggested in some spatterings of research here and there that some brain scans of autistic people, that when we express feeling love or affection for someone, different areas of our brain are activated compared to neurotypical brains. Now you add to that the challenges of conveying our feelings and emotions due to something called alexithymia, and the intimacy, that connection between the two of you, can break down. So you need to know there is no quick fix. You have different love languages. You have different brains. You just have to embrace the difference. Get to know each other more. It works on both sides, and find your shared love language. Number 6, you need to know about sensory challenges. As an autistic person, your partner will absolutely have different types of significant sensory challenges. No autistic person is the same. Your autistic partner may have hyper or hypo, an over-experience of sensory stimuli, triggers, things, right, the environment, or an under. Either way, these are severe and significant challenges. I can't help you with this. It's important, honestly, that you actually get to know your autistic partner's sensory sensitivities. Get to know your autistic partner's sensory triggers, the things, the environments trigger them. But really more importantly though, you probably need to know, once you've identified them, how each trigger affects them and to what extent. Does that make sense? So you know that certain environments can be much worse than others, or you know how this will do this and that will do that. And that can actually help them navigate life through these sensory challenges. Let's be clear, every sensory trigger takes a toll, makes an impact, compounds over time, and leads to meltdown, shutdown, and burnout. Your autistic partner may at times be unable to give you the attention you need. But trust me, it's got nothing to do with you. It can simply be because of navigating the many sensory triggers of the day. Number 7, you need to know about our difficulty with change. You probably already know this, but autistic people, including your autistic partner, can find it really challenging dealing with change, even minor changes to plans or daily routines. Now, it should be said that your autistic partner may have actually been better at dealing with or masking the challenges of change earlier in your relationship. But as time goes on and demands and stresses increase, as relationships grow and things are added to them, you will notice, I'm sure you will notice that our capacity decreases. Our capacity to deal with, navigate, mask through the challenge of change diminishes. It's simple. You need to know that. Your autistic partner has a difficulty with change as per their medically diagnosed neurodevelopmental disability condition. Yes, we are reliant on routines, plans, sameness. It isn't about control. It's about us. Literally, it's simply a way we use to regulate ourselves through life on an alien planet. Number 8, you need to know about social interactions. Gatherings, get-togethers, social interactions of any kind can be really challenging for your autistic partner. Meeting new people, oh my goodness. In the lead up to these types of upcoming situations, your autistic partner may push back, refuse, avoid attending any gatherings with family, friends, anyone. Now, unbeknownst to autistic people, neurotypical people may point out that the autistic person, so your autistic partner's no-show, hurt people's feelings or offended people. Them not coming is an insult, right? Is a sign of disrespect. And that, therefore, places you, the neurotypical partner, feeling isolated, even starved of the social interaction you require as a neurotypical person. It's really important to note the intention of your autistic partner isn't to reject or offend your family and friends. We're autistic. Social interaction and communication is one of the key diagnostic components of an autism assessment. It doesn't come easy, social interaction. We need certain things to help us through it, to support us through it. We need our social interactions to be spaced out. There's no use planning all your gatherings over one particular weekend or over the 1 week you have off. You can't just bank them up. They need to be spaced out over time. We also really need them to be minimalistic. Like, do you really need to have that many people at the gathering? Can there be less people? And this isn't about a sacrifice so much as understanding, look, you can have 5 parties in 4 days with 100 people at each party, but don't expect your autistic partner to want to go to all, if any. Right? So you can have it, but don't get angry at us for not wanting to go. Keep in mind too, we already talked about sensory challenges. Social interactions don't operate in a vacuum, right? They operate in environments. So we're talking about your autistic partner who has the challenges as an autistic person with interactions and communication, but also has the sensory sensitivities of the environments these gatherings are in. So you have to think about it. There are many and varied potential triggers and impacts around social gatherings, social interactions for your autistic partner. The 9th thing you need to know about your autistic partner is they've got a different brain. Different brain means different view. Being autistic means we have an autistic brain, a different brain. So thinking about it logically, it's actually impossible for your autistic partner to view the world, to experience the world the same as you, through a neurotypical brain. Further to that, we can have significant challenges identifying, processing, conveying, expressing our feelings, emotions, wants, needs. Autistic brains also struggle with non-verbal communication, so social cues, body language, the types of things you may assume you are putting out there for a intention, but then wondering why nothing is happening. When your autistic partner misses your verbal or non-verbal cues, okay, well, they're autistic, They probably didn't even know they existed, but they're certainly not trying to be cold or dismissive. Fact is, we probably didn't receive them in the first place. Different brain, different view. You can send out all these non-verbal forms of communication, these signs and signals and body language and whatever, but the autistic brain, as a rule, is not going to pick up on them, let alone understand them and act on them. Your autistic partner may even struggle to understand, let alone accept, your perspective after, in your mind, you've clearly explained it. You've clearly conveyed it. I promise you, there are no bad intentions on our part here. We simply have a difficulty in viewing things from a neurotypical perspective. Why? Because they're being processed through a autistic brain, not a neurotypical brain. Number 10, you need to know about masking. Did you know that it's just factual that your autistic partner has been masking, hiding, suppressing their true self for their entire lifetime? And it's not even because they want to, it's because they have to in order to try and fit in to a neurotypical world. But not just fit in, we mask to survive in this neurotypical world. And you know what? It comes at a cost. Masking, hiding, suppressing your autistic self leads to exhaustion, lack of self-esteem, mental health conditions, anxiety, depression, and the thing we all want to avoid, autistic burnout. Your autistic partner actually struggles at times to know who they even are. You live your whole life pretending to be something that people will accept. You forget or don't realize, I don't know who I am anymore. Who am I? I bring this up because this identity crisis for your autistic partner actually impacts both of you, impacts your relationship. What do you mean, Orion? Okay, let's be practical about it. If your autistic partner constantly masks, maybe not around you, but maybe at work or with friends or in the outside world, when they come back to their safe place, their home, with their safe person, you, they're going to be naturally more irritable, more agitated, sensitive, maybe super sensitive, tired, and as a result, in more need of alone time, of regulation time. The best I can say is what you need to know if you want to navigate this is just try to provide your autistic partner with an accepting, safe environment so that they can find and be their true autistic self. Simply by using the things we've discussed in this video to understand, accept, appreciate your autistic partner will hopefully give your relationship the best chance to flourish. If you like the video, share it. If you have another topic suggestion you'd like me to cover in an upcoming video, please put them down in the comments below. Can't wait to read them. Thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Until my next video, thanks for your support, and we'll talk soon.